Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to be drawing a hibernating bear. So in order to draw this, we're going to turn our paper sideways, landscape mode. And the first thing I'm going to do is draw a oval for mama bear's head. So we're going to draw a mama bear and a baby bear cuddling up together, hibernating. I'm going to draw an oval, a little side-to-side oval. And we're just sketching my shape nice and soft, working it out first. Making any changes if I make mistakes, but not stressing about them. Once I've got that oval, that's going to be the main head. Now I'm going to draw the muzzle of mama bear. So I'm going to find a couple of dots along here, and I'm going to draw half an oval coming down below. So these two shapes together are going to make the head. So I'm going to remove the line in between so that they can be connected. Okay, so this is going to be the head all connected. Now I can add some details in for the head. To do that, I'm going to add a nose, which is going to be a triangle towards the bottom of the muzzle. I'm going to shade that in black. You can color that in black with a colored pencil or crayon or marker later. Then I'm going to come up towards the head, and right above where the muzzle connects to the head, I'm going to put a little U shape. That's for a sleeping eye. I'm going to repeat that on the other side. Find the muzzle here, come right above onto the head, and draw another U shape for the other sleeping eye. If you want to make those a little bit deeper, you can. It's like the eyelids that are closed. Next, I'm going to come up towards the top of the head and find two spots across from each other. I'm going to draw a little bump, like a circle shape, for the ear with a smaller one inside for the inner ear. And then what I want to do is, you see how the eyes are across from each other? I want to move across the head to the opposite side. So not in a different spot, but follow straight along, just like the eyes are crossed. And place your other ear right there. Same thing, two curves, one inside of the other. And now you've got two cute curves. Looking good so far. Next, we're going to draw mom's paw in front. So I'm going to find the cheek right outside the eye. So here's the eye. I'll follow that to the outside where the cheek is. Should be the curve of the head right there. And I'm going to follow that curve, breaking away just a little bit and wrapping around underneath the muzzle. And then I'm going to curve back in right where the nose connects, right very close right there. And that's just going to be mom's paw. Inside there, I'm going to add two small curves for her little toes on her paw. And now I'm going to add in baby bear. Baby bear is going to start up near where the muzzle and the head meet. So I'm going to find a curve right above there. And this shape is a little bit tricky. It's going to start here and end up at the paw. So what I'm going to do is come out, drop down, and then come out again and wrap into the paw. So it's like the shape of the bear's head, but from the side a little bit. So again, I start right near the cheek. I'm going to come down, out, drop down a little bit, and then curve around and come into the paw. It's almost like a bean shape, or kind of like a 3. Once I've got that, I'm ready to add a nose, again with a little upside down triangle. And then near the mom's nose, or right over where the that bend is, you're going to come across a little bit and add that little U shape again too. That's for the sleeping eye of the baby. And then coming up from there, right above where it turns back into the head, I'm going to add a little ear. Now I've got a sleeping baby bear. Baby bear is going to have a couple of paws tucked under his chin, or her chin. So I'm going to come right where the nose is, and underneath, I'll start a curve that wraps around and connects back into mom's paw. You see how these kind of flow together? They're not too separated. and then another little bump right in front of that one. Add a couple of lines for the toes, and we're almost there. This next part's going to get a little bit tricky. So what I'm going to do is draw the entire back of Mom here. But what I'm going to do first is draw a line coming out from Baby Bear's paw. Now it's kind of level with the bottom, so this is what they're laying on. So it's kind of a flat line, just out a little bit, and I'm just going to curve that up a little bit at the end. I'm going to leave that there for me to connect to. Okay, so it's coming out and curving up just a little bit. Next, I'm going to come up to the curve of the head, and I'm going to follow that around and break away smoothly from the head. I'm going to wrap that line all the way around and bring that into that curve I drew before. You know, you might have come from a couple of different directions. We'll wrap that all the way around and bring those two curves together. Once I have those, I'm just going to add a couple of details in here, and I'm ready to move on to the background. I'll add another paw for Mom by adding a curve here, a J shape, and just a little couple of fingers on there. And then her back leg, I'm going to add by putting a curve in the back and then a horizontal line going towards the front for her front leg. One last thing I'm going to add is just a little bump on the back for Mom's tail. And then we're ready to draw the background. So I want to show that Mom and Baby are in a cave, so I'm going to draw a big jagged line around them. Right? This kind of shows that they're in a cave. And then inside there, I just draw a little line behind them as well. So that shows that there's a floor and a wall ceiling to the cave. Then moving up towards the top, I'm going to put a little bit of a line, a bumpy line coming across the top. This is like the ground. So we're showing that Mom and Baby are in the cave underground. We're kind of, it's like we can cut away the ground and look inside and see what's inside the earth. And then on top, I'm going to add the trunks of some trees. Just the bottom of the trees. Maybe in between them I can add like a tree that's in the distance. So I'll add a couple of triangles together. We've got the trunks of some trees, so we're just in the top of the ground there. You can add some lines onto those to show that the bark has some texture. And again, another tree that's in the distance, which I'm going to put 3 triangles together to show that distant tree. And if you want, you can even add a little animal or something in there. Maybe there's a squirrel still hopping around. A little squirrel, or you could add a bird. Maybe a person walking around hiking up there. Anything you want to add for the details. Okay. Now I think I'll even add a little entranceway. And that will show how Mom and Baby get into the cave. So now we've got a little rock down here. Another rock. If you want to draw any other animals in the cave, that would be great. Otherwise, when you're all done, if you have a marker, pen, crayon, colored pencil, anything else that can outline, go right ahead and outline your drawing. Remember, you're only tracing what you want to keep. And erasing anything you don't want to keep. If you don't have a marker, that's okay. You can use a black pen or a blue pen or even a colored pencil. Um, anything that just makes the lines a little bit darker. You can even use a regular pencil, just pressing a little bit harder so that the lines get a little bit darker. Sometimes as I'm tracing, I'll make little changes. I follow the lines as best I can, but if I miss one or two, it's not a big deal. It is kind of looks a little snowy out there, just like it's going to be here soon. Hey, little squirrel, looking for his nuts that he buried. That's very cute. If you have an eraser, what I like to do is go over and erase any pencil lines that are sticking out. Any lines that you can still see. Remember to hold your paper so it doesn't crinkle as you're erasing. And then you're ready to add color with whatever materials you have. Crayons, pencils, colored pencils, markers, paint, whatever you have available. Good luck. Save your pictures so you can show me tomorrow, and looking forward to seeing how your drawings came out.